April, here it is, folks. April 16th, 2019, and we still don't have that border secured. Pretty nice. Oh, this video and all my videos in the last year, I've made to the NSA, which hopefully the Department of Homeland Security, the DHS, would relay those either through the Pentagon, through any of the 437 government agencies, so Mr. President Trump, sir, could just see one of my videos in the last 2 years. He's a 4-star general. That's why I call him sir. He has sacrificed a luxurious life to try to help the rest of us here in the United States. The bureaucracy has stopped him in his tracks. Now that he's got a good attorney general, in which we appreciate the speed that he's moving at, we know there's going to be enough information in that report to indict Obama, Hillary, Loretta Lynch, the other guy that was the attorney general that gave the guns to Mexico. He needs indicted. These guys were so dirty, and along with a large percentage of the old Congress that's embezzled millions and millions of dollars from Wall Street, of all places, with congressional insider trading, knowing to take away, oh, I don't know, Phoenix, Arizona's grants, so you could get a grant, a student loan to go there, drive their stock way down, from $1 down to 10 cents. And then the next day go, oh, I think it'd be okay if they got student loans from the feds. Stock goes back up to $2. Nancy Pelosi made $1 million in one day off of Visa. They bought stock in the Visa company because they raised their rates like they did to all of us there back in late 08, 09. We could take it back to 08. We don't have to. What we really need is you to do the last campaign, 2 of the last campaign promises. Lock her up, in which I think is going to happen. I think that your latest going to cities, what do they call those? Sanctuary cities? Let's just call them illegal cities the way they are. Instead of that idea, why don't we just go in and arrest the mayor and the city council that's put this in, because they're harboring fugitives. You're kind of playing into their hand a little bit, even suggesting that. It kind of makes you seem like you've lost it a little bit. We know that's been going on for the last 10 years. You could see on YouTube in Phoenix, Arizona, Homeland Security buses 6 months ago, loading them up, taking them to St. Louis, taking them to Kansas City, taking them to Des Moines. How about the 80,000 Somalians that Obama let go to Minneapolis? And now there's gangs up there, the 10-20 gangs up there, throwing kids off of balconies and malls. And there's crime up there, 50 gun-related murders in 1 week up there. Wow. The crime rate's down. So this is nothing new, bringing people to... They were not illegals because Obama legalized them when they got here. 80,000 from Somalia? Wow. That was a news blip for 15 seconds, and everyone, well, I don't live up there. I don't even live in Wisconsin or Iowa. What are they going to do, walk? No, they catch a dang bus and move down to Chicago. Anywhere they want. They look at for jobs on the internet, and then they go. They go to Indiana and build mobile homes, trailers. That used to have a 0%. Anyways, 3 to 5 soldiers every half mile on the border. Chain link fence and barbed wire, like we do our prisons in this country, like we do our airports, like we do our military bases. Do you know how many miles of fence there is around military bases in this country? Miles. Hundreds of miles of fence around military bases. But yet we can't stretch 1,500 miles of fence and have soldiers guard them. Wow. We could have shower houses every 5-10 miles. You know, you've got to, the logistics, I think the military can take care of themselves. They lived out in the desert for what, how many years? 16 years or something? A lot of our soldiers know how to live in the desert. And 120 degrees. The logistics, we can keep our soldiers alive, but they've got to get across Arizona and New Mexico. Many wide open spaces you can ride a four-wheeler in. Seriously. Just wide open. Ghost towns out there along the border, or some ranches. Sure, we can watch on satellite and see where the large groups are coming and send 300 to 500 backup soldiers with the border patrol and stop them right there. The key is to stop them right there. We know that with our laws. Once they come in, supposedly we're supposed to not pick them up off the ground and physically take them and put them back across the Rio Grande. Put a jetpack on them and send them back. We got to light that whole border up. It doesn't have to be with string and electric lines. That'd take, although the way they did it in North Carolina after the flooding, they got the electric back on so fast. I think if you subcontracted it out, you could have lighting strung down that whole border within a week. Poles put in, lines ran, boom. There's enough cable in Dallas to do it. There's that much electric line already made. Put up street lights back on our side. We don't want to be, we'll be in the shadow side. Put them right up on the river. We need to light that place up so they can't sneak it at night. But the main thing is to have motion detectors that'll help the soldiers because they're going to be taking breaks and they're going to be putting up fence. You give those guys that assignment, give them night vision glasses, they'll know when groups are coming. You could secure that border within days if you wanted. You're a 4-star general. You could do it. Sending 5,000 was good. 500 went in 10 different directions. That 5,000 was used up for hot spots. That was all good. How'd the 100,000 get in last month then? Time to step up, sir. And that's your main campaign promise. Your other one was to lock her up. The evidence is there. The guy's on his way. We haven't heard where the guy from England that's been in captivity for 7 years, he's got it all in writing. And the guy that went to Russia, what was his name, Kathy? Snowden. Snowden knows that there was criminal activity in the previous administration. Spying on all Americans, all of us, not just you. Don't take it personal. They listen to all of our phone calls. Not that the rest of us are trying to conspire or put groups together to do a coup against the United States government like Hillary was in Obama. They were trying to do a coup to not have democracy, and they're still walking around. You've got the right guy at the Justice Department. I don't know who you got at the FBI now, but the information is readily available. Put some of these 1 million employees you have, not counting the military, there's another million, to work. Put the military intelligence on it. They'll say, we've got the evidence. Go have the U.S. Marshals go pick her up. Detain her. You'll see everybody else flipping. She'll flip so fast, she'll throw hundreds of people under the bus. And you can recover the, $3 billion from the Clinton Foundation that they gathered up money from other countries for insider information from our Secretary of State, and she sold uranium to Russia. Her and 8 other people, the other 7 got to get picked up too. We've heard about all these, oh my goodness. Secure the border, get the other people detained. The information's there. Thank you, sir, for doing the best job you can and for donating your senior days, your life, to trying to help the United States and to get us back on track away from this socialist, fascist society we're living in. Do away with more regulations. Keep electrical regulations in, of course, and plumbing, of course. But there's so many other ones to start a hot dog stand. Kids aren't allowed to sell lemonade on the street. How crazy are we? Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.